Hello and welcome back to another video by Seen Through Cars. Today was a different start because it's kind of loud outside, so I started to talk inside. Today we are test driving a 5 Series BMW. Especially this car is called G30. It's the intern code, as all of you BMW fan guys know. And what we have here is a 520D in, I think, luxury line, or yeah, lowest equipment, of course, not an M Sport. So what we have under the hood, there is a 4-cylinder diesel engine which produces exactly 190 horses. The power output gets out of the engine into the transmission, which is an 8-speed ZF transmission, automatic, as I already said. Yeah, well, what can I tell you about this car? First, this car is lovely to drive. It's kinda, yeah, it's not loud in here. I'm driving 140 kilometers per hour right now, like, yeah, not GPS, like, it's from dashboard, so maybe it's a little bit less, but yeah, it's nice to travel in here. I like to drive many miles with this car. It's comfy. You have adaptive dampers like sports mode, comfort mode, eco pro. Right now I'm in comfort mode. Now I will go into sports mode. Yes, standard. And then it is a bit sportier, but yeah, in the end it's a real good car to travel around with. I honestly gotta say, if I would order such a car like this one, no matter if it's a 3 Series, 5 Series, 7 Series, okay, 7 Series is something different, an Audi A4, A6, Mercedes C-Class, E-Class, I would not order those cars with a 4-cylinder engine. Why? Why should I do that? Always 6 cylinders, please, guys. 6 cylinders are that what you want. Yeah, whatever. In terms of economy, I'm sorry for my English. In terms of economy, of course, 4 cylinders are cheaper all over, and especially for companies, that's what is counting. 4 cylinders are a bad thing. 4 cylinders should be forbidden, or even 3 cylinders. I mean, come on, hey, what are you doing, guys? Yeah, nevertheless, in the end, of course, if you're not a car guy, you won't recognize what is under the hood. You will recognize that it's going fast enough from 80 to 100. Like if you're overtaking someone, I do not show you now because I'm not sure if there are any radar measurements right now, sections, whatever. Oh, great guy. So I do not want to do this right now. but it is fast enough, and it's faster than the average cars. I mean, a Golf, Volkswagen Golf won't do this that quick. But of course, this car is not an M4, it's not an M6 or something else, and especially it's not Ferrari, but it is fast enough for country roads, but of course not for the racetrack. Yeah, and I am not, in my heart, I'm a BMW driver, but in this car, there are so many assistants that you have to use this thing. I don't know what it is called, because I normally do not know what this is as a BMW driver. But yeah, in here you gotta use it, because otherwise the car won't change your lines, won't allow you to change lines. And of course, doing this one, yeah, I do have a powerful backhand. Of course. Yeah, talking about assistant, whatever, lane keep assistant. I got it in this car. I have to say, if it works, it works. And I will compare it to a Skoda Octavia now. And the other car, if it works, it works. They're pretty similar. But if it won't work, it won't work, and it won't tell you that it will not work anymore. Guys, what are you doing? I nearly crashed such a car 2 times because I thought on country roads, yeah, the lane keeping assistant is doing this job for me to keep the lane where it's called. No, fucking no. There was a corner, and what was the car doing? It stopped steering and went straight forward, and I was just, what the fuck is going on? And I thought maybe it was just once, but it happened again and again and again. So lane keeping assistant only on the Autobahn motorway, or you have to be more concentrated than without lane keeping assistant. Yeah, you really are. You really have to. So lane keeping assistant, but not only in BMWs, in Skodas as well. I haven't driven other cars yet, but those two I can compare, and yeah, for me personally this is shit, but in the end of course it's just programming, so the car is not, yeah, the car is not responsible for that. Active cruise control, there is no problem with that at all, works as it should. So now I'm giving some more gas, and as you see, I was 100 before, now 140. It's enough, overtaking those Volkswagen Tiguans, wherever those English people say. Yeah, I already cut it into the topic, what or how good those cars are, and not the electronic systems. This specific car has 260,000 kilometers now. Well, a lot of them are on the motorway, Autobahn, but it is really, I'm impressed, because there weren't any big issues before. Maybe they're coming along, but till now this car worked as it should, as you expected, and I really respect that. I did not expect that from a 4-cylinder diesel engine, because you know, they are blown up, turbocharged 4-cylinder, 190 horsepower. It's so much. There are so many horses coming out of this engine, and it's just so small, this engine, like some dicks. But yeah, it's working. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. What else do I have to say? Yeah, of course, in this car the equipment is kind of good. It's not fully loaded, but it is good. You have partially electronical seats, so they are comfy as well. You can spool along many miles in this car without getting tired, having a comfy ride. I like the steering wheel. BMW knows how to produce a steering wheel, or how to configure a steering wheel. I mean, they won't produce it on their own, I think, I'm not sure, but those things here, it feels so great. You really like to touch the steering wheel as it should be touched, as you learn it in the driving school. You get some pedals, they feel plastic. They feel like plastic. They look aluminum, and maybe they are. I really cannot tell. Yeah, maybe, or maybe they are partially aluminum, but they feel a bit chunky. Climate control, everything here is lovely, and what I do really fucking love is the xdrive system. Please, guys out there, if you're thinking about buying a new car, you definitely have to go for BMW. Why? Because the xdrive system, I mean, the look from the outside, not all BMWs, especially the new ones, look perfect. Or maybe many of you won't like the design, and I understand that, but in the end you're sitting here behind the wheel if you buy those cars. Yeah, you do. And if you're sitting here, this is important, this is important, this is important, and this is important. And I really love BMWs because it is straight to you, it is clear. You get in this car and you know how to control everything intuitive. Maybe it's because I'm young, but I think more likely it is because those cars are so great. Because I already was a passenger at a nearly new Audi Q5. I was sitting there and wanted to control something over here, and I didn't get it. It was so complicated, so useless complicated. I mean, fucking shit. In here you have this stick, you can scribe on it, you can scroll on it, you can move it, you can faster get to the different things where you want to get to. With those controls, of course they're plastic, whatever, but you got them. Those are fast ones, and otherwise you get through here. And one really small thing, but that's why you buy a premium car like a BMW. It is this knob over here. It's not moving if you're turning it. If I turn, I can turn it more than 360 degrees. I can turn it 720 and even more degrees, and it will always be at the same position as it is now. I love that. It is such a small thing, but for me that is so important, because in cheap cars, yeah, it's moving with the stick. And I hate that. I hate if this thing is not standing straight. I hate it. So in the end, I can tell you this car is really great. value, a lot of car for that money. Of course, new I would not buy, I'll be honest with you, because I cannot afford it on the one hand. On the other hand, for me it would be too expensive. But those cars, 3 years old, to 20,000 kilometers about, you get those cars for about 50% less, about 40,000 euros. Go and get one. Those cars are perfect. Buy a 530D 6-cylinder or an I petrol engine 6-cylinder, perfect car. And therefore here we are at the end. I won't stop now because I have to go on driving. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please guys, please subscribe my channel, hit the bell on to get notified when I make a new upload, and stay tuned. The next video will be a BMW M4. I hope you are tuned for that, because I haven't driven it now, but it is happening soon, and the video is coming before this one, after this one, and I will have some fun with the M4. Thanks for watching. Like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and have a nice day.